logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not a ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And here comes Matthew Stafford leading the Rams offense out there. Well, just as he did last season when he captured his first and the Rams' second Super Bowl title.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Stafford. He's got Higbee complete right side. Only 2 yards and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. 2-time Pro Bowler.
Well, in prep for this one, it was fun talking with the defensive staff because they had to review last week's game tapes where he threw for over 400 yards. And they started ho-humming that performance. And finally, you said he threw for over 400. That's got to be significant. That's why he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Well, they'll be careful what they wish for ho-humming. He might do it again here in this one.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing it for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On play action, Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Prescott on 3rd and 2. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. The Cowboys at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A first down throw for Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. The numbers for him from a week ago, 6 catches, 60 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit. And this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
From the shotgun, again to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot. Scoreless game. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, that was big right there, because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 64 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
On third down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. The 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Stafford here coming off his pick six. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
From the gun on third down, Stafford. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Stafford on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
From the 50, Stafford. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Micah Parsons. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Riley Dixon now to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket. Beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Prescott now. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, he's going to find Gallup here complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Throwing, Prescott. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys.
Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot. And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going right back to Akers. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Play action. Stafford. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford dance under pressure again, and down he goes again. Micah Parsons able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Look at the big man rumble. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense trots back out, ready for this next drive, and there's the running back, Cam Akers. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. What if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone?
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Again, it's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
As he gets the first down, let's take a look at what Cooper Kupp did last season, because it was one of the greatest years for a receiver in NFL history. 145 catches, 1,947 yards, both second most in a season all time. Truly an MVP caliber performance for the Super Bowl champs, and he capped it off in the Super Bowl himself as the MVP.
On first down, Stafford here. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. 18-yard line. To throw again on second down. Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Allen Robinson. His second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Marr able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We start over in London, Game 2 of this year's International Series, as it's the New York Giants as the visitors taking on Green Bay, where it was the host Packers who were able to come away with that victory. Alan Lazard, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Russell Wilson, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Deebo Samuel, a touchdown reception. In the game you're watching, you've seen a strong first half out of Dak Prescott. His guys have just about put this one on ice already. As for the call of the second half, we turn things back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
You and I have talked about adjustments so many times during games. Remember, it's really series to series. But coming out after the half, that's a big opportunity, a big time to come out and make one of those plays that can change a game.
Yeah, first play of the 3rd quarter. So offensively you think of adjustments, but right defensively, maybe you're playing a hunch. You have an adjustment to make.
Yeah, I think sometimes they have that special in there that, hey, they've run this type of play all in the first.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Cowboys have recovered.
Well, that 2-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people can't see this, but you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Up the middle, here's Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Zeke going to get it on the option. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Oh, Prescott stripped. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They'll take over after that pretty clutch force fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
On 2nd down and 4, Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll go again here with Akers. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Stafford. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jonathan Hankins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we can put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go.
Short-term memory.
And
he rifles one that's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll run on first down with Akers. Jaron Kearse in on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Akers. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll run here with Akers. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Rolling to his right. It fights him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw, Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Down. Out of the gun, Stafford.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Fourth down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal.
Gay's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action now. Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. From just shy of midfield, Prescott eluding the pressure right.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. 10th carry now for Elliott. Gets past one man. And able to get this to the 31. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Flush to his right. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Prescott to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. L.A. readies for its next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's Stafford. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. To the air again, Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. A fourth down pass interference call.
And everyone works hard on third down. That's usually the money down. Get off the field. It intensifies when it's a fourth down. You think you've got it done. You think you've completed the play. Instead, you see a flag. Pass interference gives them a new set of downs.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Oh, Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll start the drive with Elliott. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, an unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
Well, you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings, but at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
On second down, Davis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
The give is to Elliott. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now Elliott. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Rams ready to go on offense. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A shotgun snap for Stafford. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down. Throwing is Stafford. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.